Shaquille O'Neal, otherwise known as Big Shaq, one of the most dominant forces in NBA history. We have brought him to 2K26 to dominate the rec center, dominate every game mode possible, and you're not going to want to miss this build. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Risk, and we are back with another banger. Now, y'all already see me rocking the Shaq build. We got the Lakers Shaq my court also. We are fully into this Shaq build. And there's a big reason why, because this build truly is dominant. I've taken this build into the rec center for a couple games already, and you're going to see later on when I show you guys some clips, it is going to do exactly what you expect from a Shaq build. So if you want to be able to just grind rec by yourself without needing teammates, this is the build for you. So we're not going to waste any more time. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, whether it's build videos, jump shot videos, sig videos, any type of video. You're not going to want to miss it this year. And yeah, with that being said, let's get right into this build. So I'm going to try to go through building, this build as quick as possible. But as I'm showing you and explaining to you what I'm upgrading, I'm going to be showing you clips of, the build actually doing what I'm upgrading, so you can really see what this build is about. But starting off with our position and all that, obviously we're going to be a center and we're going to be 7'1". Big reason for this, when you go 7'4" and all that, you are way too slow. We want to be able to have speed. And at the end of the day, Shaq wasn't 7'4" either, but we want to have a decent amount of speed while still having height. Same, kind of on the same thing here. We're going to go 258 pounds, not super heavy, but we're able to still, get that 99 strength while still getting 60 speed and stuff like that. And then wingspan on any center build, especially an inside center build, always max out your wingspan. So now we're going to start off with our finishing attributes. And again, a lot of these attributes are at a certain spot just because, if I upgrade my standing dunk, obviously close shot's going to have to be a 70 at minimum. So that's why, some things are going to be where they're at and some are on purpose. And you'll see that throughout the video here. But close shot, we're going to go 80. This gives you Paint Prodigy, a nice solid badge. Layup, I also went 80 because you'll see, and I've been noticing it on this build, you do trigger a lot of layups when you're going for those standing dunks. So having this higher layup is going to allow you to, be able to time those layups and actually get them to fall. Driving dunk, we're going to go 70. Obviously, we're not really driving with the basketball too much, so we shouldn't need that high of a standing dunk. And again, when we talk about cap breakers, this is something you could potentially cap breaker later on by just +3 to be able to get the posterizer badge to kind of help you with those standing dunks. And speaking of standing dunks, we're going to go with a 90 for standing dunk. This is going to get you rise up on Hall of Fame once we upgrade that vertical. And obviously you have the potential to also cap breaker this, up to 99. And just in a few games, I had no issues triggering these contact dunks. And this is only with, I believe, rise up on silver and not even my attributes upgraded all the way. And again, we're going to be able to get that stuff all the way up to legend with cap breakers. And then last but not least, we're going to upgrade that post control up to a 65, which is going to allow you to get badges like Hook Specialist. Now, I'm not saying you're going to really be doing post moves with this build, but it does allow you to get certain animations. So it's just nice to have the attribute where it's at. Now, moving on to shooting. Obviously, this is not a shooting build. We are Shaq. So we're going to go with 45 mid-range, 25 3. But I did manage to get our free throw to a 70. And with free throws also being green or missed this year in 2K, I'm able to actually green them pretty consistently. Now, moving on to playmaking. Obviously, we're not going to have ball handle or speed with ball, but the pass accuracy is going to be 87. Now, you'll see this gets you gold dimer, gold break starter, gold versatile visionary. You're even getting bronze bailout, and even in the future you do have the potential with cap breakers. Again, if you're a casual player, you're only going to get a couple, but if you play this game every single day for the whole entire year, you could get up to 28 cap breakers. So you could potentially put 6 cap breakers here, 5 cap breakers, get the dimer Hall of Fame, increase the bailout, stuff like that. But overall, having this high pass accuracy is very important, especially if you're going to be playing the rec, so you can make plays like this, just chuck it down the court, set up offense for your team. And this is doing it again with only silver break starter. If I have a gold, even Hall of Fame with a +1, it's going to look much better than that. And then we're just going to upgrade our ball handle 1 to 48, and the speed with ball is going to stay at a 25. Now moving on to the defense. Interior defense, we're going to go with an 82. Now this is purely strategically based on badges, because if you take a look at Paint Patroller, you need a super high block in order to increase that badge. So we're just going to skip to block here, and you're going to see here the block, I put this all the way up to a 93. 3, getting gold paint patroller, which gives you the ability to +2 this badge to potentially legend, which is a must in this game. You know, with how OP dunking is, you're gonna want that badge as high as possible.
And with this block rating, you know, this build has it. You see me coming from the 3-point line into the paint, getting the block, coming from a chase down into a snatch block. Like, the block is really dominant on this build.
But then our perimeter defense, we're just gonna put it up to a 36, and then our steal a 38. Obviously, we're not gonna be in the perimeter. We're not gonna be in steals. We do not care about those attributes. What we do care about, though, is rebounding. And again, when it comes to rebounding, this again is strategic. We're gonna upgrade our offensive rebounding to 96, and then our defense to 85. Now, this is purely for badges. Obviously, the 96 gets you the Box Out Beast Hall of Fame and gets you the Rebound Chaser Hall of Fame. But again, when it comes to these inside center builds, I like going higher offensive rebound for the simple fact of, you know, with these badges, with Box Out Beast, defensively, if you're just good at positioning, you should be able to always get the rebound, even with that 85 rating, just simply off of these badges. But when it comes to offensive rebound, especially going against other inside centers, it's going to be hard to get position. And sometimes that 96 offensive rebound can get you a lot of bailed rebounds, save possessions for your team, and put yourself in positions to get standing dunks and all that. And you'll see here in the clips,
like, I literally think this was my first game grabbing a rebound over 4 people. You know, this is what you could expect when it comes to the rebounding.
So now we're going to move on to our physicals. Now, pretty much every single physical here we are going to max out. 61 speed, I actually like a lot for this build. Again, we're 7'1", 260 pretty much, and we're getting 61 speed. And you'll see that speed, you know, with the agility being 46, you actually could feel this in the game.
And this is probably one of the best examples of this speed. I'm able to sprint all the way down the court, get back in the play, and get this nasty chase down block.
Now, strength, we're going to not max it up, but we're going to get it all the way up to a 91. Now, what does this do? This gives you the brick wall on gold. You're going to get badges like physical finisher up to silver, post move lockdown to silver. A lot of important badges tied to the strength rating, so we're going to get it here. And again, brick wall is a badge, just so you guys know that you could use your badge specialization, for example, on rebounding and still upgrade your brick wall. So just something to consider as a +2 later down the road. And then last but not least, that vertical, you're going to max it out. We want the highest vertical possible at a 77. And you see, we still have an extra attribute here. I think I actually messed up on the standing dunk. That was supposed to be 95. And yeah, that's the build. And you see here when we continue, we have built the shades of Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and Rudy Gobert, and made a power diamond glass guardian. Honestly, a very sick name. Offensive rebound A+, standing dunk A+, block A+. You know, this is what we want to see on this type of build. So like I previously mentioned, for build specialization, I'm going to be going to rebounding here. Simply for the fact of, again, it's probably one of the easier ones to get. The defense is way too hard. Rebounds, not too difficult. And again, you're going to get these attributes, these cap breakers, where you could put to that rebound to get it even closer to 99. And I plan on using a +2 on that brick wall, and then a +1 probably on rebound chaser, getting both of them on legend. And then here's the cap breaker screen, just so you guys are aware of what this build can get with cap breakers. A lot of interesting avenues you could be taking. Like I said, as you can see here, me personally, I'm starting off with that standing dunk. I want to get that to 99. But there's so many routes you could take. You could get your driving dunk up to an 80. You could get your close shot up to a 90. You could even get your 3-point shot up to a 67 if you really wanted to get devious with this build. So just so many different options with your cap breakers. Obviously, the rebound to 99, which is another reason why I really love this build. So many legend badge potentials with this Shaq build. So again, truly, I think this is going to be one of the better inside center builds in the game, especially when it comes to the rec center with that pass accuracy and stuff like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button one more time, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, it's your boy Risk, and I'll see you in the next one.